think most of these guys are fighting a little bit of a front grip problem.
You know, we talked about different driver crew chief combinations.
Trouble.
There we go. That's Mark Martin in the 5.
Oh, man.
Jamie McMurray the 1.
Hamlin in the 11.
And it almost seems like this happens a lot in Budweiser shootout practice.
There's 2.5 junk race cars.
I think Hamlin must, yeah, here comes Hamlin. Oh, he just gets into the right rear of Mark and turns Mark around and sets off a chain reaction wreck there with a lot of race cars.
Yeah, Biffle involved, goes to the infield.
29.
Yeah, Clint Boyer in that 29 was
29
involved.
got hit.
I think several cars got some type of damage.
Exactly. I think everybody's out of their car down there. Looks like everybody's okay.
You can see Daniel Suarez coming into the picture already sideways, DW.
Yeah, you see that right where you can see it hopping just a little wee bit, and you can see those black marks it's leaving right there. It's just, you're on the brake, and the thing is hopping, but you can't get off the brake because you're going to do that.
Something was weird with the brakes.
Something went weird with the brakes. The first thing he said was wheel hop, getting into turn 3, which was evident. That's what we saw.
The reigning Sprint Cup champion. First driver in 6 years not named Johnson.
Whoa, there he goes.
Oh, boy.
There we go.
5 cars are in it.
Maybe more. Not
heavy damage to both Penske cars,
Bam.
to Tony Stewart.
What did Tony say this morning? He wasn't going to push Ryan.
That's right. Because every time he does, bad things happen.
Problem. He starts to go by and then he thinks better of it. But as you can see, once he goes to the right side of that 51 car, Kurt Busch's car, it just pushes it around.
Yeah, Kurt Busch had to move up.
Yeah, they were trying to get up and around Truex, but goodness.
In the minute Kurt Busch moved up, that put Tony pushing him on that left rear quarter panel.
Yep.
Look at it again.
Yeah, right there. Look at the right rear. Talked about wheel hop. We saw it in practice. The first practice, we saw it last year in this race. We saw it in the spring race.
So just listen here. You heard the engine revving, and you heard the rear tires hopping on and off the racetrack.
Oh, look at this.
Like that. Oh, gosh.
Hold the brake.
There's obviously oil down. Going to take out her teammate Tony Stewart as well.
Unbelievable. 2 teammates. Tony's car is pretty hurt. See if we can get back up here and see where it starts.
Here comes Danica.
Off turn 4. You see it start smoking.
And look at the 1 car gets into the oil, and then he hits the wall extremely hard. Oh, 2 cars spinning off of turn 4.
Big slide. Kyle Larson and Greg Biffle. Now Larson stops shy of the pit wall. Red flag is out, and Biffle ends up in the grass.
Oh, Larson's
he got
spinning
loose.
now. He's got real loose.
Super loose.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
And Biffle just
had a big run.
Had a big head of steam and couldn't get off of him. I mean,
look how sideways Larson got right there.
I think
I
think Biffle thought he was going to spin down to the inside.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
That was coming onto pit road, and that's the 26.
He actually hit the wall.
Yeah.
Hit the
inside wall of pit road.
Road wall.
Came off of turn 3. We can see tire tracks. See if, definitely sideways off 3.
It doesn't spin all the way out. That's why he ends up on pit road. Fortunately, he didn't hit the end of pit road, wall. You see everybody scattering. That's very dangerous.
Halfway through the opening practice of the weekend for the NASCAR Xfinity Series here at Phoenix International Raceway. Saw Brennan Poole going to the garage there. A little damage on the right side of his car. The reason why, a spin coming off of turn 4.
Yeah, he was just finishing up a 13-lap run. Looked like to me, Michael, he was trying to come to pit road.
Oh, and we talked about how fast that car was. He's still up inside the top 10 after most of our top cars have run, and takes out the orange cone and the yellow barrels.
But they're looking for hundredths and tenths of a second, and just
trouble. Turn 2. 1 car around, sliding up hard in the wall. Ryan Newman and Michael Waltrip in the 83.
Stop.
The 83. Somehow that 40 checks up.
Ooh, yeah. Michael got into the 83 there. Michael got into the back of Newman in the 31, but I'm not sure exactly what all took place there.
At speed, it doesn't feel like that. At speed, everything's...
Oh, and around we've got cars on the track already involved. It's Kyle Busch. The 16 of Greg Biffle's involved. Looks like Denny Hamlin in the 11. And this is exactly what you didn't want to see as a crew chief, Steve. Cars getting torn up. These are their primary cars.
Yeah, I mean, you're kicking yourself now if you're in this crash. Did you really need to be out there? It's just a classic case. You see that the 18 of the two were running nose to tail. The 18 moved up. The two got down. The 18 kind of came across his front bumper, and once he spins...
Switched from Toyota to Chevrolet, and he is quickest ahead of Brian Vickers and Casey Mears.
Oh! Just as we were talking about... Oh, no! We're still not done wrecking up.
Oh! Brian Vickers in it.
26, I don't know, he just got in the wall.
There was a 26 car of Cole Witt.
Unbelievable. I don't know what happened to 26. He just flipped.
Here it is. I don't know if he just lost it. The 26 just went up the track, hit the wall. And, yeah, and then the 26 got me, and then the 13. I didn't even know he was still inside. So it just all happened so quick. You know, again, I don't know what happened to 26, so I can't say. I don't know if he lost a tire.
And you can see the right front is destroyed. Therefore, he has no brakes. Almost like the throttle's even stuck.
It does look that way, doesn't it?
You know, I'm not so sure that maybe he didn't hit the wall and daze himself and just stayed in the throttle. He's already had hard impact.
That was a hard lick.
Yeah, yes. Hard impact into that wall. And then this is just...
Boy, it sure looks like it's still accelerating.
Yeah, it does.
Wow. Oh, Chase Elliott.
24 car.
That's going to definitely be a backup car.
You know what I'm seeing here, Jeff? It looks like when they go to qualifying trim and they try to pick it up a little bit, maybe we're just not quite there yet with the track. Just a little high. You see him off
he gets
turn.
high.
Get a little high right there. Gets
very
that outside
similar,
wall.
Very similar to what happened with Eric Jones. He gets out wide. Boy, heavy contact to that inside wall with the nose.
Yep.
You see the damage on Ryan Newman's Haas Automation Office Depot car. Watch the 39, but also watch what happens in front of him.
Coming
You'll
in your
see
picture.
Newman on the inside, fourth in line.
Right back here. Caught the inside wall and not done yet.
No, he's going to
smack
the outside wall.
Oh, trouble.
Oh, there we go. A bunch of cars.
Kurt Busch hard in the wall.
Mark Martin in the 55.
Gets hit by Montoya and then gets...
Joey Logano was the first car sideways.
That's actually Matt Kenseth.
I'm sorry,
yes,
you're right.
in the 20 car. Yes.
Came right down in front of the 78 and made contact, and it's on from there. That's what happens with these guys when you run in a pack.
Greg Biffle has climbed back in his race car. He's going to go back out in the draft. Now, I spoke to his crew chief, Matt Pusha, and I said, what did you fix?
Whoa,
he says, well,
trouble on the back.
Trouble on the back once again. The 9 of Ambrose goes around, as does the 1. Jimmy McMurray, our reigning champion. Brad Keselowski torn up. Regan Smith in the 51.
Both the
Racy
Penske
Kane's
cars.
involved.
24, we're done. Let's roll it here and see. You're going to see the 9, and here he goes, but right there, he gets pushed into by...
That's Carl Edwards.
Carl Edwards,
99 car. Yeah. Car in the wall over in turn 3. It looks
hard
like a
against
41
it. It's Kurt
car.
Busch, and
Man,
he hit it
is.
hard.
Rear tire going down the straightaway.
And that is the first tire issue we've had in this practice session.
Car's destroyed.
He's coming down the straightaway. Oh, he knows he's got a problem right there.
It looked like the left rear tire. It looks like where that
it had that look to it.
tread
Yeah, and
came
that's where
off
the tread
of it.
came from. Looked to me like.
And where he hit the wall was right at the start of the safer barrier. It wasn't the full width of it there.
Miles, the monster, is taking his toll on his Xfinity Series this morning.
Okay, bud.
I told you she bites.
But I think Michael said it. You're running around. You're running around here so fast. It's just there's no margin of error.
The 43 car, you can see right there, just up out of the groove, and it snaps around.
He was definitely above that black area, which you get up in there, it's almost probably like being on ice almost.
He had run the 14th fastest time in this session. That was a lap before last, so.
The
the position in the draft makes a difference. The leader's car normally handles very well. As you get back to second and third and fourth, the air gets worse. Not only does handling go away, but how does your car? You see the 18, huge
up into the wall. Kyle Busch in the 18 destroying that car.
Clearly had a mechanical issue or a tire go down. I mean, clearly that just something happened. Something happened.
Yeah, right rear blew out.
Watch the right rear.
Yeah,
Couldn't see it in that.
Puff,
just a little puff. That's when it blew out. And
such hard contact too. So thankful for the safer barrier.